Wow, we have a lot to talk about. It's been a minute. I apologize. I have been super busy shooting content for CJRC and EIC Motorsports. But today's video is going to be about the SCX30. Before we get into that, I wanted to give you guys an update as to why we haven't had too many videos, especially on the Mototech. At the track, testing a new bike, the Thumbstar TSX 140C at our local Bone Valley MX track here in Bartow. I fell. So because of that, I've been off the bikes for a little while. We should be able to recover pretty quickly as the damage wasn't too severe. No cast needed, but I have been in a little sling and just resting it, which has made it a little bit difficult to even shoot. But I'm trying to get some content out as I know it's been a little minute. So if you guys saw, we now have two bikes. We have our Mototech 72 volt and we have our new 2022 Thumbstar 140 TSX-C. C stands for competitive or competition. Let me know down in the comments below. But this little pit bike is a ripper. I had so much fun testing so far. Right now we are at about 8 hours, so almost there for its second oil change now, as we did get the break-in out after the first hour, and we've just been riding it, getting the feel for it. Basically stock at the moment. Now we do have upgrades for this bike here that we're going to talk about here soon, but that's probably when I recover and heal from this, so we can actually do that on Bone Valley MX track, which I've had a blast, by the way. As for the Mototech, we were in the process of shooting a how long will the Mototech last video, and we ran into an issue. The gauge decided to quit. As you guys know, I've had some issues with these Mototechs. Excellent bikes, absolutely amazing bikes. Had some issues with these Mototechs, but we replaced that. I did a test run on it, and it's been great ever since, and I've just been getting myself acclimated with this bike. Today's video is going to be about the Axial SCX30. I was at a cookout with my buddies, and he had one, and he was like, "Hey, give it a shot." And I'm like, "No, man, I really don't. Because then I'm gonna get into it, and I'm probably not a good idea." Anyway, I got my hands on the controller, and we So here we have the Axial SCX30. It was just supposed to be this. It turned into this. But it's the most fun I've had in a long time. My kids love it too. Let's take a look at the box. Okay, so Axial SCX30. Jeep Wrangler GLU 130 scale electric 4x4. Looks like the transmission features ball bearings, metal worm gears, a transversely mounted 88-turn motor to reduce torque twist. Interesting. Electrics are mounted as low and far forward as possible for optimized center of gravity and stable handling and superior climbing. It's pretty dope. Mind you, this is my first crawler ever. I'm into RCs really, but I like my planes and my helicopters and my drift cars and nitro. Nitro's fun too. But this thing changes everything. Looks like it's got grease-filled shocks with multiple mounting options, providing dampening and smooth, consistent handling. Angled rear lower links to improve ground clearance. Oh, that's pretty cool. That makes sense. Now, this is the truck in its factory form. I haven't touched anything yet. But like I said, it was only supposed to be this. That turned into this. Sounds super rock crawlish. An axle-mounted steering servo further lowers the center of gravity for stability and provides a steering setup with minimal bump steer. Huh. Almost looks like, it actually looks like a real 4x4 steering system up front. It's pretty cool. 2S 160 milliamp LiPo battery. I wonder if they have battery upgrades for this. Gotta start looking around. Everything is included though. They did give you the AA batteries that you need for the controller. They give you a pretty decent charger. And the battery inside the truck is a Spectrum battery, so shout out to them for that. Made to be unstoppable. Officially licensed Yokohama Geolander XMT tires. Features an aggressive tread pattern that is capable of taking the SCX30 up and over any terrain. we're about to see. And that's pretty much it for the truck. It's a great truck. My first experience with the truck has been absolutely amazing. I'm not going to get too much in depth into, you know, the technical side of it for now, at least, because I want to get to the driving. I know that's what everyone wants to see. And more so a size comparison, a quick size comparison, because I was also looking for another truck of a different caliber, but of the same size or scale. And the only thing I could really find was either that little 136 Jeep right there, or the Kyosho Mini Z or Red Cat. But from what I understand, the Red Cat is a little bit bigger. Before we get to that, quickly, we're gonna pull the body off here so you guys can see it. Now the body is held on by just these little, looks like holders there that just slip into place after it slides into this little prong here. So it's gonna slide into there and then it clips on in the front. Ready to go. Love it, awesome. Super simple. I couldn't figure out how to get this top off. I had to watch a YouTube video, so you guys might end up doing the same thing. Let's take a closer look at the inside of the truck. It's awesome. There's your little receiver on one side and battery on the other. It's probably just to keep the weight balanced. You got your motors sitting closer to the front here, and then your transmission going down to the rest of it here, and then your drive line, your drive shafts here, and I believe this is called a 4-link. I'm not sure what axles are in it, but the outer casing looks to be plastic. The wheels are on here pretty nice too. They're all glued. Very soft composite. I believe they're different on the Bronco. You got LED lights here that line up with the body here, so you do get some lighting effect. And the body is actually really customizable as well. They do give you different components to change out. So I could take the top off here and cover the holes there, so only the back is showing. I can take all of it off. I could take the side panels off. I could take the back off and swap it out actually with another cover, like almost like a delete kit that comes out the back. So out of the box, this thing is already super customizable. Now, let's get it on the track. Gotcha. Super easy for the kids to get a hang of too. And even with the battery that the truck comes with, it lasts a pretty long time. Especially that we put the power to basically 50%, as if you don't really need it. Now, the one thing I will say is weight could definitely be the first way to upgrade this. I would look into brass parts. And we do have some parts, I know it's different. We do have some parts that are coming. We could probably do some more to the track here as well. But there's plenty of time for that. We're going to do a lot of add-ons, probably a helipath. And more for this little guy here because the scale difference, Josie Mayan. Good job scaling that too, by the way. That was awesome. The scale difference between both is pretty decent. So finding weights for this is going to be difficult, or finding a way to add weights to it is going to be very difficult. But as far as scaling anything here, we're just having issues with yeah, it's not, it just wants to tip. Maybe if I pull I gotta figure out how to add weights to that. But like I said, we do have some upgraded parts coming in, and majority of those parts are to add weight. So that's gonna make things a lot better, in my opinion, when it comes to climbing certain challenging sections on this course here. Plus, we can probably add some more to it, but this is actually our first course. It does have lights on the outside as well. At night, it looks even better. You can probably see it there. And here too. Yeah, so definitely still some more to add to it, but finding another truck of the same scale seems like it's gonna be an issue. Besides the Mini Z, which I think is a little bit bigger than this truck, this is the only one that I know of, or the Red Cat, which I think is still a little bit bigger than this truck, is the only one that I know of its size. So it looks like we're gonna be sticking with that brand for now, and probably grab the Bronco, which I think the Bronco is gonna handle a little differently because it's set up a little different, or it might just be the tires that are different on it. But we're gonna try and get one of those for Anna and give her a shot, because she loves this one. But this one's having an issue going around the track. This will be for another day. Oh man, this thing is awesome. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update as to why it's been a little minute since I've made some videos. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.